Welcome back, everybody. James here again. In my last video at Agave Back, I said that my next video was going to discuss the almighty wind factor, slope factor, club factor. Little tip, they're all the same. I refer to them differently, they're all the same. I only say wind factor, club factor, or slope factor, so I know when I'm doing my math that I've accounted for the wind, and then I've accounted for the slope, so I don't forget something. For this, I've been trying to record this. I've been having issues with my screen recorder. We're going to go to Hawthorne 1 on novice if you want to calculate it yourself and find a 0 mile an hour wind or directly sideways wind. We can apply a wind cutter, kind of cut the wind out completely, hit it out there. Club says 260. With the wind cutter, you're not going to get your full distance because it does eliminate some of the loft. So we're going to, let's remember that our wind cutter went 258-ish. If we go naked, we're going to go, let's go naked a little bit, adjust that way so the wind's directly sideways. We're going to go about 261. Now, if we apply a sniper, we hit it out, 245. Okay, so let's go to our calculator. 245 divided by 261, 93.8%. 245 divided by 258, 94.9%. Both those numbers are important. What it means is you are going to snipe at 95%, but you're going to carry 94. The reason why that's important is if I want to snipe something, if I want to snipe, say let's hit one out here like this. We want to try to get about 240, get us about 245 out. So let's see if we can hit a shot that ends up about 245 out. That was a little bit too much, so we're going to take 60 yards off. Let's try the 5 wood. Okay, let's go to the 6 wood then. We need to lose 11 yards from the 5 wood. We'll just take 4% off then. Something like that. Alright, we're 237 out. So say I wanted to snipe that with my 4 wood. I'm going to take a percent off or something like that for the wind. I need to take 7 yards off, take 3% off, so we'll take 4% off. We can adjust, adjusting for like 13. We can adjust for the wind, take 4% off, add like 1 or 2 back for the uphill, and send us a snipe out at the 10. Instead of doing 245, I could say, okay, we need to take 6, we're going to take 6% off of our power. And then do it like that. So that's how you what you're going to do to get your wind factor. Remember, we're going about 260-ish. We're going to go back to campaign mode. Let's make sure it's still recording. Thank God. Going to go back to Hawthorne 1. We're going to go to advance and look for a directly forward or directly backwards wind. Might take a couple times. Oh, perfect. First freaking try. Go figure. Go back to our 4 wood. We know it goes right at 260. We're going to hit a naked ball out there. and we get 248. I think, what was it, 261 before? So we're going to take 261 minus 248 is 13. We had a 7-mile-an-hour wind. We're going to divide it by 13. We're at 54%. So we know that our club factor, our wind factor, our slope factor for the 4-wood is 54%. I suggest doing it with 3 or 4 different winds and then taking the average, because the next time you do it, you might get 52, then you might get 55. When I say the 3-wood for insiders is a 0.55 club factor, I think it's actually like a 0.54, but it's really hard to calculate 0.54 times 13 and get a nice even number. Well, it's not hard for me, but it's a little bit easy. It's a little bit easier to use the same number, 5 and then 5 instead of 5 then 4. So that's how you calculate your wind factor. You're going to do that with each club. Each club's going to have a different wind factor. What you'll notice is that the wind factor, let's go down to the 7-wood. It goes 215. We're gonna say it goes 215. And now we get 201.5. So we go back to our calculator, do 215 minus 201.5, 13.5. And I think it would actually be like 216, so we're going to say 14.5. Or no, and it is 13.5. So we'll take the 7 and divide it by 13.5. And we get, we're going to get a different number. For your rebels and all the way down to like your surge clubs, those numbers are not going to vary very much. They're going to vary a lot more with your pyros, your falcons, and your insiders, because the loft means the ball is in the air longer, so it's going to be affected by the wind more. So if we go down to a 9-wood, goes 190-ish, says it's going to go 174.7. So we do like 191 minus 174.7, 16.3. We're going to take 7 divided by 16.3, and we get a different number. So we're going to have like a closer to like a 0.6 wind factor. The wind is going to affect your clubs differently, and that's how I suggest to calculate your wind factor. Now we're going to move on to click putting and click chipping, and for the intro to that, we're going to go to Desert 7. I like to go to Desert 7 simply because there's a lot of rough around it to work with. I'm not going to use any special balls. Just going to hit a few shots to get on the green. Don't really care where it ends up. We get on the green out of the sand, no problem. We're going to go way over here. Kind of hit it, see what we get. We have a left one. Let's try it again. I want to get something a little different than a left one, so we're going to go something like that. See if we can get like a left. I want to get like a left 2 or a left 3. Let's go at it a little straighter. Okay, we got a right 2 at 47 feet. Our click count is 2. We're going to remember that. We're 47 feet away. We're going to take that and divide it by 12. 47 divided by 12 is roughly 4. We take 4 and multiply it by our right 2 and get 8. So we're going to go 8 clicks in the opposite direction. When we do clicks, we're going to go 2 fingers on the screen and move it just a little bit. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8. See those little screen jumps? Those are clicks, and then we're always going to putt full power. Here's a cool thing. Doesn't matter if you have surge clubs or if you're using insiders. We all have the same putter. So the putter's going to work the same regardless what clubs you're using. That's how you click count. Take the feet, divide it by 12, multiply it by the clicks. If you are far away, if you got a really bad downhill, like say a down 5 or a down 7 or something like that, you're going to want to add, if it's down a lot, you're going to want to add a couple clicks. If it's up a lot, you're going to want to take off a click or two. That's just part of the physics of golf. How much you add or subtract, that really comes into feel, learning the game and stuff. I don't have a math formula or anything like that for it. I just kind of play that by ear. Now we're going to hit it over here into the rough. Alright, we have a left 1. First thing we're going to do is go to our chipper. We're going to apply a Ranger. Some people like to chip with the javelin. I like to chip with the Rangers. That way if my chip doesn't land on the green, it lands on the fringe. I don't lose any power. And it also gives me back those couple of yards that the wind cutter doesn't do. Alright, we're going to take our distance to the pin and divide it by 4. And the reason why is because we're going to multiply it by 3 to get to feet and then divide by 12. So multiply by 3, divide by 12 is the same as dividing by 4. So 15 yards divided by 4 is 3.75. We multiply that by the left 1, we're going to get 3.75 clicks, so we're going to go 4 clicks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do our power. 50 yards, 15 yards to the pin is 30%. Then if it's up or down, you're going to add or subtract it. So we're at 30% with a down 3. We're going to take 3% off and go to 27. And then you're going to add 4 or 5% back to make sure it gets to the hole. So we're going to go 31%. We're going to add 4 back to go to 31. We're at, wasn't even watching. We're at 20%. We're at 30, 31, and we're in the hole. What we've done by doing that and with the click counts is we've turned our chipper into an off-green putter. If it's severely downhill or severely uphill, you're going to have to adjust. If that was like a down 5, you notice how I caught the left edge of the cup? That was because it was a down 3, so I could have gone an extra click over. Chipping is more effective by downhill and uphill than putting is. A lot more so. There's another form of putting, or not putting, chipping, that was, not going to say it was invented by him, but it was shown to me by him, because this is the way the guys had to chip long before the chipper was introduced into Golden T-Mobile, and the guy that showed me this was none other than the Matthew Calderon. And what we're going to do here is go over here. We're going to go like 80%. Doesn't really matter where. We just want to kind of get... Okay, that I didn't even think about the wind. I'm just trying to put it on the rough somewhere. We're going to go like maybe 90% then. Maybe 90% doesn't get on the green. See, I don't want to be on the green. No. Oh, let's go here. Go 90% again. Stay off the green. Okay. Alright. We're 22 yards to the pin. So we're going to go, and this is what I like to call this 10% putting. we're going to go to a club that's roughly times 10. That's the closest we got to 26. So we don't have an iron that's exactly 20%. We're going to apply a javelin. And then since it's the left one, we're just going to go one click to the right. And then we're going to pull it to 10% power. And chip. And it'll work every time. And that's the way the players, when the game first came out before the chipper came into effect, or had to learn how to chip, because they didn't have a chipper, so they chipped with anything from their sandwich, their one iron. There's a whole, let's see if we can show you this. It's a lot harder to make a chip. I think it's Hawthorne 13, 15, I don't know. I think it's 15, maybe it's 13. I'm terrible at remembering holes. No, it's not that. I think it's Hawthorne 15. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, here it is. The one where you have to, you see them, I don't think the rebels are gonna make it nowhere near as much. I don't think this is even gonna clear around the tree. Oh, cool, we got a good bounce. Get down there. Alright, situations like this, you can't make the green. There's nothing I can do to make the green, even with a ranger. So you'll see, you wonder, like, how, you know, this is uphill, I got wind into my face, I've got this big freaking face of the hill that I'm hitting into. How, you know, if I try to go over here and I try to cut it back, something like that, it still doesn't even make the green. How are these guys still getting eagle on this hole? It's because we're not trying to make the green. We go over somewhere here, like this. We hit it out straight. We try to get in that heavy rough or on the cart path, preferably on the cart path. Somewhere where we don't have an uphill look at the green. So let's go a little bit further right. I thought the slope was going to get a little bit more. I'm kind of rushing. I'm still freaking left. This wind does not affect these rebels nearly as much as as it does the insiders. So let's go almost onto the cart path. Bear with me. I'm not, yeah. Cool. And we're behind the fucking flowers. I should have just left it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hit it on the cart path, and then I can just kind of put it past the flowers. It's not like I'm counting strokes here anyway. We can go down to our putter. Just kind of tap it up here a little bit. Gee, oh wow. Okay. We have a left 4. We're 81 yards. We obviously don't have an 80 or 810 yard club. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it by 4. And get 20.25. I'm also not getting, I'm only getting 80%, so I'm going to take 20.25 and divide it by 0.8. And we're going to get about 20, yeah, we're going to get about 25. So we're going to get a 250 yard club. We're going to apply a wind cutter. Since we have a left 4, but we're doing 4 times the amount, we're going to do 16 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I'm at 16. I don't know. And we're going to go 40% since we're times 4. There's 20, 25, 30, 35. We're going to go just a hair under because it's going to give me more. And that's what we're doing when we eagle that hole in the bad wind conditions. We're actually going to the cart path. Go back here again. Try it again. I don't even know if that was 16 clicks. There's 20. There's 30. Go a little bit less this time. See? Ultimately, that's what we're doing. You know, when you're doing ×4 instead of 10%, it's not as guaranteed. If you're doing a 10% chip, it's guaranteed to go in. When you're doing ×2, ×3, ×4, not nearly as guaranteed to go in. But as you can see, in that instance, I still finished inside GSPs because I'm at more than 80 yards out. Gave myself a chance to go in the hole, set myself up for an auto putt. It's a win-win situation. Want to thank you guys. Please tell me it's recorded the whole thing. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching my videos. You guys are the real rock stars. Without you, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel because I would just think to myself, who the fuck's gonna watch this shit? Any questions you guys have, feel free to message me. I know we went over click putting, click chipping, iron chipping, snipe count or snipe percentage, win factors. There's a lot to take in. For the casual players that are playing in novice and intermediate and, you know, occasionally an expert, you can make a chart, use it as reference. For the guys playing in expert and pro, do not make a chart. It's bad juju. It's kind of against, it's an unwritten rule that you're not supposed to have any written notes. I did when I first started playing. People have asked me, hey, do you have a chart, this, that, and the other? I've even been offered for somebody to pay for this chart for all these different factors and elevations. One, I would never do that. It's against my moral code. And two, all those, once I learned everything and got comfortable with the game, the first thing I did was throw every bit of it away. I am a golfer, not by trade, but by passion. And one of the rules, actually the first rule of golf, is to have integrity, honor, and humility. I would be doing a disservice, even though this is just digital golf and it's just a video game. I still take golf seriously. I would be doing a disservice if I were to cheat in any way, and I do feel like having notes written down somewhere is a form of cheating. I also was blessed with an eidetic memory, so once I see something written down once, I remember it for the rest of my life. Not everybody has that. And again, if you're just, you know, you're not spending any money, or only putting a little bit of money here and there in the game to play casually for fun, nobody's gonna care if you take notes, if you want to make yourself a better player. But if you're up there in competition for the top spots in Worlds, stuff like that, when the Worlds comes back next year, don't use notes. It's because ultimately what's going to happen is the people that qualify for Worlds are going to go play, and you're not going to have your notes. And as has been said before, those people will get exposed when they have to play live and the notes are not available. So if you're trying to learn how to do any of this stuff and you're having trouble, or maybe you've calculated your win factors and stuff like that, and you hit shots and they're not working out, save the video, send it to me on Facebook Messenger, Brian Davis, in the Golden T-Mobile Facebook group. I will review the video. I will analyze it. I answer anybody and everybody. Not a single person can say that I've ignored them, was rude to them, or did not take the time to talk to them about whatever issues they wanted to talk to me about. Even if they just wanted to shoot the shit, I'm an open book. I enjoy the conversations with every single one of you. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Don't forget to hit the like button. The more likes I get, maybe one day YouTube will put ads on my videos and pay me. Highly doubt it. I don't have a following base, but it's fun to dream. It's pipe dream. Tell your friends to subscribe, share. If anybody has questions in Golden T-Mobile's Facebook group, don't hesitate to tag me, or tell them, hey, message Brian Davis. I'll answer them. I will jump right on it. I enjoy it. I have no life outside of work and my kids, so I kind of live for this shit. And I thank you again. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I know the math can be a little overwhelming, but it's the way I play the game. I do want to throw a little shout out there for those of you that have watched my videos, or those of you that are watching my videos for the first time. If this is not the style of play for you, if it's too much math or it's too confusing, Golden T Jordan on YouTube is Jordan Scott in Golden T Mobile's Facebook page. He is a field style player. He goes live all the time. He makes videos all the time with way less math and more of it. Okay, we're gonna try this, and some level of explanation. He's what we call a field player. Follow him. Matthew Calderon does not make nearly as many videos, but he makes videos. He also streams on Twitch. He's an excellent field player to watch. I don't know if anybody else does videos or has their own YouTube channel, but most of the top level players are more than willing to help you. They're not going to play the game for you, though. So thank you again. Until next time, let me know what you guys want to see. I haven't done every course yet, but even if there's just certain things about certain courses that you want to see, let me know, and I will try to get to it.